Hello everyone, my name is Robin and welcome back to Doki Doki, this bond we share. In the last episode, MC actually beats up a bunch of kids as they were harassing Yuri. He then takes her to the club where her friends comfort her while Monika talks to him about how Yuri struggles to fit in and hopes he can be there for her. Once he leaves the club, he is met by Sayori as she tries to invite him over to her house for a sleepover. Once he leaves the club, he is met by Sayori as she tries to invite him over to her house for a sleepover. While on the way home, things get heated when Sayori asks MC how he feels towards Yuri. He claims that what he did was an accident and that she's better off without him, but Sayori says otherwise. This is then interrupted when Sayori realizes she forgot to buy food for the sleepover and leaves the scene. Since we left off here, we'll continue. I'm growing slightly worried. Natsuki and I had agreed to meet at my house after she got her things. I assume she just went home to change, but still, she should be here by now. At this rate, it'll nearly be nightfall by the time we arrive. Hopefully the others aren't waiting for us. I wonder if Robin's there right now. Not that he'd be waiting for me anyway. I was barely able to talk with him once before I ruined everything. It's not true. No more of this. If I want to get closer to Robin, I guess I'll have to do something about it. I'll be strong in front of him, and before the night ends, I'll talk to him, become friends with him. Timidly raise my fist up to the sky as triumphantly as I can manage. I'll prove myself to him. I will. Very quickly place my arm back on my side as fast as I can. Natsuki is tiredly running down the street, still in her uniform. Breathing heavily, Natsuki comes to a halt in front of me, almost doubling over as she does. Natsuki, you alright? I thought you went home to change. Still panting heavily, Natsuki tries to speak. I've got enough in my bag. Suddenly, Natsuki's hand extends towards me, holding a large novel. I had to go by this. Take it. Natsuki pushes the books towards me, timidly catch it in my hands, investigating its cover. Is it just like the exact book that was like thrown in the fountain beforehand? Yeah, another thing I didn't mention in the recap is that as I was saying, like Yuri was being harassed by people and said people threw like the book her father gave her into the fountain. So that's why I made that assumption, thinking that like the book that Natsuki gave to Yuri is like the exact replica of the one that was destroyed. I think I was right. Natsuki stands up straight, still panting slightly. Well, I saw... Yep, exactly. And I know how much it means to you, so... Oh, Natsuki, you really shouldn't have. Natsuki gives me a soft smile. That's not all. Open it. Not understanding what she means, I very carefully open the book to its first page. As soon as I do, I'm fighting to hold back tears. Written in Natsuki's handwriting, word for word, the last message from my father, exactly where it used to be. I wonder how she knew about, like, what the message said, unless she, like, looked into it... while Yuri wasn't noticing or something. Whether it's with her consent or not, I'm not sure. Suki. I couldn't remember everything that was there, but I think I got the gist of it. But that's still not all. But wait, there's more. I continued to stare at the page when I suddenly noticed another message in Natsuki's signature handwriting. I'm sorry I wasn't there when you needed me. I know nothing can ever replace the gift your dad gave you, but hopefully this is a start. Your dad was actually right, you know. You did grow up to be an amazing woman. I think he'd be proud to see how wonderful you've become. I know I am, Nat. Yeah, I know, it's a bit... It's a bit cheesy. I thought I began hugging Natsuki tight as tears freely flowed down my face. I can barely form two words as my mouth quivers and throat catches. Thank you. Slowly, Natsuki wraps her arms around me too. You're welcome, dummy. After a minute or two, I slowly regained my composure. You alright now? I savored the moment before nodding, carefully pulling away. Yeah, just thank you so much, Nat. You have no idea what this means to me. You're welcome, alright? Now let's get going, we're gonna be late. I feel bad not thanking Natsuki more, though it's probably getting annoying. Natsuki suddenly walks off in the direction of Sayori's house. Quickly putting my new book in my bag, I try to catch up. Wait, don't you want to get changed first? Nah, the walk's gonna get me all sweaty anyway. I'll change at Sayori's. Did she say that what we're gonna do tonight? Well, she mentioned a movie and potentially dinner. I imagine we'll make it up as the night goes. And it's just the club, right? I nod my head. Yes, just the four of us, and possibly Robin. Oh. I wish you wouldn't think so badly of him. He's actually a very kind person sometimes. Earlier when I was in a bad state, he helped me out a lot. He was just very gentle, and he knew exactly how to help. Natsuki's giving me a look I know all too well. Well, Natsuki just smiles, not saying a word. You're not gonna tease me? About what, Yuri? As Natsuki speaks in a very sarcastic tone, I can't help but feel like I'm falling into some sort of trap. Usually when I talk like this, you tease me about how he's my boyfriend or something similar. Natsuki slowly crosses her arms, looking like an evil mastermind in the last stage of her plan. So you want him as your boyfriend, huh? Natsuki! Oh god, Yuri, never change. She fell right into her trap. Jeez, I don't even have to try these days. I stand there dumbfounded, trying to stay as dignified as I can while Natsuki continues to laugh. Oh, grow up, Nat. It's not working. My mouth keeps twitching into a smile. How does Robin do it? Come on, Yuri, just smile. Being grumpy doesn't suit you. Like a floodgate crashing open, the smile widens rapidly on my face. Oh, fine, you win. As usual. Yes, in any case, please give Robin a chance. I think he really does care deep down. Natsuki seems to take a second before muttering something under her breath. I knew it. Natsuki, Robin, he's a classic kudere. Oh, what's that? Natsuki stares at me with a perplexed look. Kudere, one of the main dere types? I'm unfamiliar. Well, maybe if you actually read some manga for once. Jesus Christ, okay. A kudere is someone who seems very cold and unemotional on the outside. Sounds like someone we know. I suppose you could describe Robin that way. What are you implying, Natsuki? Kuderes are almost always acting. They're usually just as normal as the rest of us. They laugh at memes, they have huge crushes, they just act like they don't. So tonight, I'm gonna make Robin drop his act. Show us what he's hiding. Natsuki, are you sure? I mean, that's just a manga stereotype. I'm not really sure it applies here. Even if it did, should we really be doing this? If Robin's hiding something, it's probably for a good reason. I like how Yuri doesn't say, Natsuki, that's stupid, because he's like, I don't think that's true, but even if it is, I don't think we should. So, nice touch there. Look, you're making it sound a lot worse than it is. You're trying to expose someone and reveal the parts of themselves that they've tried desperately to keep hidden from the world for years. Okay, that does sound pretty bad. But look, I'm just trying to get him to open up more. And don't tell me you're not even slightly curious about who he really is, or who he has a crush on. Robin has a crush? Kuderes always do. Super easy to tell who it is too. Wait, really? Oh yeah, they always try to ignore their crush. Give them the cold shoulder. That seems very counterintuitive. Natsuki shrugs lightly, clearly enjoying the conversation. Everyone has their way of flirting, I guess. An image pops into my head that makes me softly giggle to myself. What's so funny? Oh, I just imagined you getting all flirty with someone. Seems so unlike you. Maybe I would if people weren't so dense. I'm sure you'll find someone eventually, Nat. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, who do you think Robin's crush is? I'm betting Sayori. Or maybe Monica, I don't know. I don't know a guy who doesn't like her. I almost don't want to know, given how disappointing the answer is bound to be. But if he's the one, I suppose his crush would be on... Well, in that case, I'd have to be me. Though the more I think about it, the less likely it seems. But it has to be, right? He's the one. Actually, I've heard a few girls talking about Robin. Could be one of them. What do you think, Yuri? I'm still unsure of your kudere theory as a whole. Well, guess we'll find out then, won't we? I suppose we will. Then she teleports the main character to a room so that they can stare at each other for all it... Oh. That sounds like Monica in the vanilla game of DDLC. What a shocker. Really? That's an interesting place to take your story. The conversation comes to a halt as we near one of the few lived-in looking houses on the street. Is this Sayori's? I haven't been here in a while. Nah, Sayori's the next one over. I think that might be Robin's house, though. Sayori said they're neighbors or something. Robin's house. Natsuki walks over to the house next door, but I stay put. Despite myself, I can't help but stand there, watching. Robin's house. Wonder what he's doing at this moment, if he's even there. It's so weird. He could be right there, just behind that door. Oh my goodness. Would you mind if I say, Ori, we're here? Natsuki's knocking breaks my trance, shocking me to run over to her. What's wrong with me? That's the second time today. Feels like I'm losing control. Like another Yuri was standing there. Another Yuri, obsessing over Robin while I just watched. Passenger in my own head. I've been reading way too much. You're just infatuated, Yuri. These things happen. Nothing to be worried about. Quietly step into Yuri's house. The two girls are already talking excitedly. Amy was telling me about it yesterday. She really liked it. I don't know if I trust her judgment. I hear she likes spiders. Okay. Oh, mind if I go have a shower? I need to get changed. Yeah, sure. Just be careful with the water. It gets hot real quick. Alright. Thanks, Sayori. No problemo. Peer around the house trying to see if anyone else is there. Where's Monica? Monica? Oh, she went to go grab dinner for us. She'll be back soon. Hello, by the way. Sorry. Since we'd already seen each other today, I wasn't sure if saying hello again was required. Sayori stands there looking utterly confused. Sorry. Suddenly her face lights up in her trademark smile. You're funny, Yuri. So, how was your day? Siri takes a seat on the couch, clearly clearing a space for me beside her. So we sit down thinking of what to talk about. Well, school was mostly okay. Began reading a new book. Then just some bad things happened. I was being harassed. They ruined the book. Yuri, I'm so sorry. I placed one hand on top of the other, trying to stop them from shaking. It's not all bad though. Robin scared the bullies off, and we talked. He's very kind. I can see why you're such good friends with him. Siri stares at me with a solemn look. It's unsettling. It's unsettling. I don't think I've ever seen her like this. Because, should I say it? I don't think I will, because I'm pretty sure she says it in the mod anyway, so I'm not gonna say what I was going to say. Yuri, I'm glad you're making friends, but I should probably tell you something. I stand corrected, assuming she's actually gonna do what I just said. Robin is how do I put this? He's very special, and just be patient with him, okay? Oh, don't worry. Oh, okay. Oh, don't worry, Siri. He's actually opening up a little. I think soon enough he might. Siri suddenly grabs onto my shoulders, squeezing gently. Be very careful as well, Yuri. There's a lot about Robin you don't know. If you plan to get close with him, make sure it's what you really want. That unsettling feeling I had before is suddenly amplified. Sure thing, Sayori. Small smile lights up her face. Good, that's all. Siri suddenly jumps up from the couch, looking out the window. I think I see Monica out there. Alright, we gotta get the show ready. Siri suddenly walks over to the TV, looking through a pile of DVDs. You know, I thought you and Robin would get along. You two looked really... Sorry, I couldn't get him to come tonight. Oh, so he isn't coming. That's okay. I'm sure I'll see him again. Monica suddenly bursts through the door, carrying a few pizza boxes. Can someone give me a hand with this? Of course, sorry. Relieve Monica of a few boxes, placing them on the console table. Phew! Should have spent the extra bucks on delivery after all. These drivers really pull their weight. Monica stands there smiling. I always enjoy talking with her, but can't think of anything to reply with, so I just stay silent. Did you guys wait long? No, we just got here. Ah, thanks for grabbing food, Monica. I didn't even hear you come in. Siri has narrowed down her options and triumphantly holds up a DVD in each hand. We're gonna watch an animated movie tonight. Natsuki should be happy. I was thinking the same thing. Glance over at the cover art, glazing over the more long-winded magical girl title. The other one is Goal Gambler? It's a bit hard to read, the intricate bloody font. The cover features a masked man sitting in front of a gaping monster. One of the monsters is a thematic symbol for the masked man. That could be interesting. I smell pizza! Monica, how many boxes do you get? They're huge! Are they? I didn't know if Robin was going to be joining us. I guess I went a little overboard. More for us. Where do you keep your plates, Sayori? Jesus. Let's use paper plates. We did plan this kinda last minute. Natsuki is starry-eyed as she opens the boxes one by one, like she's just discovered buried treasure. So many toppings. Which one's yours, Yuri? Plain cheese? I don't think any of them were mine, to be honest. Nobody really had a preference, so I got a variety. Help yourself, Natsuki. Natsuki barely held in a delighted squeal. I almost envy her excitement. The pizza is so greasy and it's piled with way too much cheese. My stomach hurts just looking at it. Pineapples for me. The internet would hate you, Sayori. What? What's wrong with pineapple? I weirdly pick off a couple of slices on my own, unfazed when most of the topping flopped off. The girls seem to be bantering among themselves about the most universally loved toppings. What the frick? What just happened there? Alright, whatever. Grabbing our plates of food, we all head over to the couch, Sayori peeling away to hunch down next to the DVD player. Okay, so our options for tonight are... Dun dun dun! Do you think it's weird that my... Okay, it's a long-ass title. Do you think it's weird that my magical girlfriend fights crime after school? That's a mouthful. Exactly. That was amazing, Sayori. That's what Spider Amy recommended, huh? The art style is actually pretty cute. And in the corner, School Grumbly? I think it's... Goal Gambler. So it is. Have you seen it before, Yuri? No, I just thought it looked interesting, so I was looking at the cover. Well, we know what Yuri's voting for. I'll go with the other one. I hate to admit it, but Amy might have a good suggestion for once. Ooh, 1 for 1. Monica, you're the tiebreaker. You haven't voted either, Sayori. I can watch them whenever, so I don't mind. Besides, you're club president. Not tonight, I'm... What kind of logic is that? Monica protests weekly, but she can't help caving into Sayori's deferral. Fine, let's watch that first one. Okay. A pop jingle blares from the speakers as the show begins. The squeaky heroine is already hard to relate to. Still, this is what my friends wanted to watch, so I should pay attention. Take a reluctant nibble of my pizza and try to keep an open mind. This is terrible. The love triangle plot is half-baked and none of these characters are likable. Even the murder mystery halfway through couldn't cave this shill of a plot. I glanced between the girls, feeling a bit of crestfallen. Even they don't seem that invested. Gold Gambler is still on the floor, its box partially open. The goal might... Jesus. The goal might have been a representation of the man's inner demons. A deeper look at a person's psychology could have... Psst! Natsuki's been scarfing down food like she's been starved at sea for years. There isn't a single crumb on her plate. You gonna finish that? Natsuki, you sure? I did already take a bite. You hardly touched it, Yuri. It doesn't bother me if it doesn't bother you. Truth be told, it was a relief to slide my plate over to her. The pure amount of grease and oil was starting to make me feel sick. The show's kind of a bust, isn't it? To put it nicely, yeah, I knew Spider-Amy had bad taste, but I didn't think it'd be this bad. Huh, earlier you said she had a good taste for once. Maybe it's because she judged a book by its cover. I don't know. Should we put in that other one? It's getting pretty late. I don't want to get nightmares. It's scary. Yuri's been keeping an eye on it this whole time, though. No, really, I've been paying attention to magical girlfriends, and I have been. I can recite the whole droll plot. It's okay, Yuri. It wasn't even good. Let's watch School Grumbly together next time, okay? It's not called that, Sayori. A School Grumbly would be more like Robin or something. I can feel heat flushing towards my head. Just hearing his name makes my chest clench. I start tidying up the empty plates, hoping they don't notice my face burning. That's so mean, Atsuki. But I'm not wrong, am I? I don't know. You can be kinda grumbly at home, too. Too much adrenaline must be running through me. Before I can stop myself, I jump to Robin's defense. I'm sure Robin is much nicer at home. He'd be much more comfortable there anyway. He's right next door, isn't he? We could go see for ourselves. Go to his house? My heart's hammering by this point. I really shoved the paper plates into the trash. It's getting late, isn't it? We wouldn't want to be a bother. You could bring him some leftover pizza, like a peace offering. And as he blanches as Monica stands over the demolished pizza boxes, we both will ourselves to turn invisible. Maybe I didn't go overboard after all. With that melodic laugh, all the tension dissolves. Monica has an infectious cheer as always. I even find myself smiling meekly. Oh, what the fuck? He'd like her more, wouldn't he? Oh no. How can I stand a chance compared to someone like her? Ah, God. It's not fair. She'd have anyone. Loads of boys would kill to be with her. Before my darker thoughts can continue, Sayori's voice breaks through my state. So it's decided, right? We're going to Robin's house? I guess we have nothing better to do. Okay, I'll text him. Maybe he has more Are we getting a switcheroonie, perspectives switch? I lift my pen, grimacing. What started as an underline ended in a pool of ink bleeding through the next page. Maybe I should switch to ballpoint. I closed my notebook for now, allowing my concentration to stray. Studying was never my strong suit anyway. Half-open boxes await me in the corner of my room. I don't know much in the way of decoration, so all things considered, I traveled light. There's not much left to unpack, apart from a few boxes downstairs. All that's left are some old books. Almost wonder if they're worth setting up. Haven't been able to enjoy reading for a long time, and that was before I had all this coursework and club activities. Who knows, may not be that bad. Pick up those loose sheets of paper, evaluating all my choices again. Which club would most allow me to multitask? Which club members are the most likely to leave me alone? Not that I can see. Putting the paper to the ground, I head towards the box of old books. My closet is fairly large, and since I don't have a lot of clothes, I decide to store my books in there too. Heft the first box of books into the closet. It's heavier than I expected. I don't remember packing much, but I guess some of my favorite books are fairly heavy. Hardbacks especially have some heft to them. If they had enough pages, even paperbacks could be formally heavy. Like the one Yuri lost to the fountain. The Hobbit, I think? Wonder how much it would cost to fix water damage like that. Is it even possible to fix a book that's completely soaked through? I start looking it up on my phone when I receive a notification. Sayori? Got any spare food? Can't say I'm surprised. Sayori never was the best cook. Should give her some credit. Maybe she's had some practice in the time we've been apart. In any case, I'd either have to feed her or save my kitchen from a fire. Or both. Should at least check the batteries in this smoke detector before she gets here. I quickly replied to her text. I can make some extra dinner if you really need it. Shove the phone into my pocket, heading to the kitchen. That was quick. Head to the door, expecting Sari to jump out at me. Hi, Robin! But the sight that greets me at the door is more overwhelming than I anticipated. Shit, that's right. The literature club was having a slumber party next door. Great, this is exactly what I was hoping to avoid. But I can't really turn them away now. Hide any surprise on my face, standing aside for them. Come on in. What the fuck? Did I say it right? I think you mean Tadaima, Monica? Monica and Sari file into the apartment, chattering away. Doesn't really feel like an apartment. Natsuki narrows her eyes at me. She pauses in the lobby to observe her new surroundings. Huh, kind of self-sufficient after all. She tosses her head, joining the other girls. But Yuri doesn't budge from the porch. Rub side of my neck. I'm wondering how to break the ice when I notice a familiar object between her hands. New book? Natsuki. She trails off, peering over my shoulder for her friend. Natsuki got me a new copy. Yes. Did she really? Yuri nods, holding her book a bit tighter. Her face lights up with a small, shy smile. That's nice of her. I want to get this one waterproof, though. Hope we shouldn't have to. Yuri, Robin already invited us in. Come join us. Yuri's eyes dart between me and Monica. She ducks her head, shuffling past me with a mumbled, "Pardon me." Your place is huge, Robin. Maybe even a bit bigger than mine. Probably have bigger furniture. You might be right. Sari's quick to make herself at home, curiously pulling out a chess set from one of my unpacked boxes. It didn't take long for the others to follow her lead, although Natsuki peels off from the group to rummage in my kitchen. Ooh, can I play? Just so you know, I'm not that good. That guy over there used to kick my butt all the time. That's okay, I only played a couple times myself. Maybe the winner should challenge him for first place. Yuri shyly speaks up. I can referee. The three pull the box open, quickly setting up each piece. So, the girls unanimously glance up at me. At the mercy of their inquisitive gaze, I feel a sudden lump in my throat. Other than Sayuri, I hardly know anything about them all. But here they are, in my living room. It's almost claustrophobic. I force my anxiety anyway, keeping my voice level. I better get dinner started. Okay. As I make my escape, I turn my hand over, examining the red half-moon marks on my palm. As long as I'm careful, no one will notice. The marks should fade by the time I'm at school tomorrow. Natsuki's busy rummaging through my barely filled pantry. What kind of groceries do you get, usually? Kind for a single person? Natsuki pulls out a box of cupcake mix from the pantry, sneering at it. Then at me. You hardly have anything here. I almost feel bad raiding the place. I haven't had the chance to go shopping yet. I only have a few ingredients I brought with me and some basic stuff that came with the house. After making dinner for us, I doubt I have a lot left. Honestly, Robin, we already had pizza, so it's not like we're starving to death. The girls could still eat, though. Especially Yuri. She didn't eat as much. Raise an eyebrow, but stay quiet, hoping to end the conversation. Quiet clatter can be heard from the living room as chess pieces are placed on the board. The girls seem to be entertaining themselves, but I guess I could try a bit harder to be a good host. Oh, jeez. All I was... Okay, I don't think you guys can see that, but like a notification popped up and I accidentally opened it. Anyways, and I was getting hungry. It wouldn't be much more effort to cook for a few extra people. Eating over the kitchen island, I call out to them. Any of you have a problem with pasta? Ooh, are you gonna cook for us, Robin? Pasta sounds really good to me. For me too. Pasta sounds really, really nice. Well, I guess that settles it. Sari will eat just about anything, but Yuri's a bit harder to please. I don't really know about Monica. We should keep checking in with them as we go. We? What are you looking at me like that for? I already ate and I know my way around the kitchen, so you'll need all the help you can get, and my help is all you're getting. Plus, I bet they'd like some dessert. Let's see here. Natsuki opens the cupcake mix, getting out some milk from the fridge. All things that the house was supplied with. How did she know where they were? I shrug. She might have seen them supplied at Sayori's house. Either way, I guess Natsuki's staying to help me out. My fridge is bare, but I have some fresh vegetables at least. I place them on a nearby cutting board and get to work. Where is your mixing bowl? Rightmost cabinet. Bottom shelf. Whoa, that was a quick answer. I just unpacked. Huh. We cook in silence for a while. Ignoring Natsuki's watchful glare, I add a pinch of salt to the water to season the noodles as they boil. Where'd you learn to cook? Natsuki points at me with her whisking spoon. Lumpy pudding drips from it back into the bowl. You're cutting vegetables like you worked at a restaurant or something. No, nothing like that. I returned my attention to the pot. Stirring was easy, but with more pasta, it's gonna take a while. I had my mom teach me to make a few basic meals. I couldn't always rely on my parents for foods. I had to learn to cook for myself. Heh, tell me about it. My own man's a terrible cook. If I want to eat anything good, then I have to make it myself. But yeah, my mom taught me too. She was the one who... Oh, God, but I think from how this is going, I'm pretty sure mom is like, she is gone. She is out of the Natsuki family picture. She trails off staring into the mixing bowl. Silent lapses haven't been unusual in Natsuki, but there's something heavy about this one. I consider pressing her to continue, but it could be a sore subject. My own childhood is hardly peachy after all, so I know how it could be. It's not like she even knows me. She has no reason to be vulnerable with me right now. You need help with that mix there? Her reaction is instant. You know what, Robin? You look like you need help with the pasta. Take over for me. Hey, Monica, is anybody allergic to bell peppers? We're all good. Cool. I'm gonna add some in. Natsuki shoves the mixing bowl into my chest. The lumpy, half-mixed pudding looks like a yellow swamp. I scowl at it, starting to mix from my elbow. You wuss. Why are you going so slow? Just beat the crap out of it. I guess I won't get anywhere with restraint. I start mixing from my shoulder, picking up the pace. I actually start building up a steady rhythm, and I don't stop. Okay. So a dollop of even smacks. Places the bowl down, expecting some sort of lecture from her, but instead... Easy, Terminator. We're gonna need some of that. Natsuki picks up the bowl, beating the mix at a measured pace. There, like this, see? Ah! Sounds like Larry just lost the first game of chess. Guess they're having fun, too. Thanks for having us, Robin. Natsuki suddenly goes wide-eyed, as if just realizing how nice she was. The pot is boiling over, you idiot! With Natsuki's help, we're able to serve dinner and dessert without a hitch. Anybody want shredded cheese on? Anybody want shredded cheese on top? None for me, please. Yuri snatched her bowl before anything else could be added to it. But, thank you for asking. Hey, Robin, you should play against me next. Why don't you play with Yuri? I don't think I'm smart enough to beat Yuri. Huh? Sorry, why would you say that? Didn't you say you were part of the chess club once? I did? I guess I did. It was quite a few years ago, though. You remembered, Sayori? Of course I remembered. It was a threat to my win record. But I won the last round. I know, I gotta restart my win record by challenging Robin. Can we just settle down and eat first? Okay, but I challenge you, Robin, no backing down. I shrug my shoulders, trying to hide my competitive nature. If you wish. I lost again. Sayori had thrown strategy out the window and gone all in. As usual, she never seemed to plan more than 1 or 2 moves ahead. But mid-game, she surprised me by crafting a meticulous pawn structure, beaming triumphantly. I felt guilty just thinking about breaking her defense line. It was tempting to just let her win, but something's wrong. For some reason, my hand won't move. For some reason, I don't want to lose. As my focus trails off of the game, I notice the feeling of 2 amethyst eyes watching me. Oh, I don't want to lose in front of her. Sayori soon caught me hesitating over my next move. When she asked if I was trying to lose on purpose, I had no choice but to play my best hand. Ah, good food, good game. It's about time to take a nap. Oops. She seems to be taking his loss in stride. Nearby, Yuri starts stacking used plates and silverware. Before I can say anything to stop her. I believe my prize was going to be challenging Robin for first place. Sorry, Monica, I got excited. It's okay, as long as we're all having fun. Well, Robin, Yuri's gone. I hear the sound of the kitchen faucet running. Damn, I couldn't stop her. I lock eyes with Monica, and she holds my gaze with surprising intensity. You're on. We set up the board for the next match. Oh! I'm guessing we're having a flipperoonie. Okay. So I actually think I'm gonna end it off here. So, that has been Doki Doki, this bond we share for now. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all the next one.